Near the close of 1944, it was clear that U.S. commanders in the Pacific Front of World War II needed to stage a large-scale attack on the Japanese stronghold of Iwo Jima. U.S. bomber planes were bombing Tokyo from the newly captured Marianas. Because it had two airfields on the island and that Iwo Jima was closer to Tokyo, it would serve as a more efficient place for the U.S. to house its bomber planes. An American attack on Iwo Jima was no surprise to the Japanese, and they had been fortifying the island for years. American air and naval forces bombed and shelled Iwo Jima for 8 months before Marines finally landed on the island as a way to weaken Japanese defenses.
Admiral Nimitz,
Eddie, soldiers, report.
we've been bombing the Japanese for 8 months. Should we go on the offensive?
3rd, 4th, 5th Division are ready to fight.
Leave 4th and 5th for offensive and 3rd for reinforcement.
Yes, sir.
Eddie, soldiers.
On February 19, 1945, soldiers of the 4th and 5th Marine Divisions landed on the beaches of Iwo Jima while the 3rd Division stayed behind as reserves.
The Japanese have been severely devastated from the bombing.
4th Marine Division will cut from there, and 5th Marine Division will cover our flank.
Alright, soldier, we just made it on the mainland of Iwo Jima. We're gonna go charge the Japanese soldiers now.
Let's go. Let's go.
At first, American Marines had no real struggles against the Japanese on the beaches, but once they were inland, the Japanese gave them a real fight. On February 23, 1945, American forces captured Mount Suribachi on Iwo Jima.
Alright, soldier, we're ready for our assault on Mount Suribachi. Let's move out.
Hey, King!
Alright, we're ready to clear out the bunkers. Let's move in.
All clear, all clear.
Victory is sweet.
The battle on Iwo Jima would rage on until March 24, 1945, and the island wouldn't be officially cleared until March 26, 1945. On March 8, 1945, some of the final remaining Japanese soldiers on Iwo Jima mounted a counterattack against American troops. The attack was repelled and over 600 Japanese soldiers ended up getting killed.
Alright, we almost got the Japanese off the island.
Charge!
Oh no, they're doing our last attack!
We win!
At the end of the battle, Iwo Jima lay in ruins. Before the battle, the island was scarcely populated, but during the battle, there were so much soldiers on the island that the island became the most densely populated place on the planet at that time. 6,821 Marines were killed and 3 times that amount were wounded. Out of the original 23,000 Japanese soldiers, only 216 were ever taken prisoner, most of them badly wounded.